A blonde walked into a store to buy a new television. She wandered around for a while and finally found the perfect one. She went up to the salesman and said, "I would like to buy this TV." The salesman shook his head and replied, "Sorry, we can't sell you this in good faith. I don't think you know what you're looking for." Upset, the blonde stormed out of the store. She thought to herself that he would not sell it to her because she was a woman, and thought she needed a man to choose for her. She decided to prove him wrong. She bought a disguise with a short-haired wig and a fake mustache, then later returned to the store dressed as a man. She found the same item again and carried it to the counter. In her deepest voice, she said, "Good evening, sir. I would like to purchase this TV." The salesman looked at her and said, "Aren't you the blonde woman from earlier? I told you I wouldn't sell you this." Angry again, she stormed out, thinking to herself that now he would not sell it to her because she was blonde. She was determined to come back and get it. She went to a local salon, dyed her hair and eyebrows brunette, and returned to the store once more. She picked up the item, placed it on the counter, and said, "I would like to purchase this television." The salesman slammed his hands on the counter and said, "Lady, listen. You can't keep coming back here and trying to purchase this." Completely confused, the blonde asked, "How did you know it was me?" "You saw through both disguises." "Are you some sort of detective?" the salesman replied. "I know it's you because you've been trying to buy a microwave all day, not a goddamn TV." Two friends, John and Mark, were hiking through a thick forest on a bright afternoon, enjoying the quiet and joking with each other. After hours of walking, they suddenly discovered a huge dark hole hidden among the bushes. John leaned over and looked down. "Wow, that looks incredibly deep." Mark agreed and had an idea. "Let's toss some pebbles in and listen. We should hear them hit the bottom." They grabbed a few small stones and dropped them in. They waited. Nothing. John looked impressed. "Wow, that's really deep." Mark frowned and pointed nearby. "Let's try something bigger. Those large rocks should make a sound for sure." They heaved a couple of football-sized rocks into the hole. Again they waited. Still no sound at all. The two stared at each other, amazed. Then John spotted something in the brush. "Hey, there's a railroad tie over here. Help me drag it over." "If that doesn't make noise, nothing will." Working together, they hauled the heavy railroad tie to the edge and shoved it into the hole. Once again, complete silence. Suddenly, a goat burst out of the forest, running at full speed. It raced past the two men and leapt straight into the hole without stopping. John and Mark just stood there, stunned. Moments later, a farmer walked out of the woods, looking worried. "Have you seen my goat anywhere?" he asked. John pointed at the hole. "We sure did. Your goat came running like it was possessed and jumped right into that hole." The farmer shook his head and replied, "Nah, that couldn't have been my goat. You see, my goat was chained to a railroad tie."